episode of the Trash Taste Podcast. I'm Connor, once again joined by the boys, Joey and Gaunt, and today we're facing off here.
Connor's on muffin mode today.
No, I'm not on muffin mode.
The muffin hasn't hit yet. The succulent muffin hasn't
So obviously
hit.
we had what we thought was one of our best episodes in a long time, and you guys seem to also really love the idea.
It's also our longest episode.
Yeah, one of our longest episodes.
Yeah, we took suggestion. Well, that one we suggested stuff for each other to watch and play. This time we thought, well, we'll give you guys some of the power. So we actually goes over on Patreon. What is the one thing you want to see us play, watch, read, whatever it be?
Experience.
Yes, experience.
And
it could be like a movie, a book, a visual novel, an album. It could be anything.
So we picked out the top 3 most requested for each one of the members.
Last time we had 4, but it was a little long.
So
we're doing 3 this time.
We're doing 3 this time, and we basically have to consume whatever you asked us to for at least an hour.
Yep.
And we recorded our full reaction to everything, which you can head over to our Patreon. You will see our full reaction to everything you requested that we are about to talk about. If you want to see that for yourself, go to patreon.com/trashtaste. And some of these were, requests for multiple people to watch or play. Yeah. And some of them were just for a single person.
So I think Gart and I shared one.
I shared one with Connor as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did I share one with you? I don't think so. Yeah.
So do we want to say which 3 things we had to watch? Continue?
Sure. So I had to play Elden Ring.
Okay.
I had to watch SpongeBob for the first time.
Oh, yeah, you never watched SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And I had to read Oyasumi Punpun.
Right.
And what about you, Joe?
I had to also play Elden Ring.
Yes.
I had to watch the remaining, I guess, 2 episodes of Arcane because I only watched the first episode.
Yeah,
so
you
I
have
watched
to watch
up to
basically
episode 3.
the first arc.
I did the 3 episode test for Arcane, and I also did the 3 episode test for Jujutsu Kaisen season 2.
Oh, okay.
What about you, Connor?
I had Oyasumi Punpun,
Yep.
like Gaunt. I had Fire Punch.
Yep.
And I also had Persona 5.
That sounds like a great weekend. What the fuck?
That's an amazing weekend.
Well, I have my thoughts, but let's start with Elden Ring. I think Elden Ring.
You want to start with
Elden Ring? Because
I
want to know off rip. How long did you play for?
Okay, so first off, I got a confession. So I didn't actually record my reaction to it because the week of, I had promised my chat that I would stream it for like ages, and I finally streamed Elden Ring for the first time. Then I got to the weekend where we were meant to watch and play all this stuff. I looked at the list, I was like, whoopsie. Whoopsie daisy.
You definitely played over an hour though. You streamed for a long time.
The first time I streamed it, I played for 7 hours, and I don't think I experienced a lot of it.
No.
Okay. So what was your experience, Joey?
I played, I think it was just under an hour. So mine is split up into 2 parts here because I had it on my PS5 for the longest time. But I guess there's a part of the game you can't access until the full game gets downloaded. And for some reason, my PS5 just shit itself trying to download this game. So I did like the tutorial part, which by the way, I'm just going to say right off the rip, okay?
Yeah.
I think this game deserves all the praise and flowers it gets, right?
Yeah.
It looks sick as fuck. The world is so fucking cool. But here's one massive problem.
Yeah.
I am not a gamer. If you guys go on the Patreon, it is 1 hour of man struggles to play video games because I just couldn't play this game.
Wait.
I'm just not. It's like playing this game has made me realize I am not built for games like this at all. I do not know how to play this game.
What do you mean?
Wait. Joe.
Like I was struggling to play this game.
So did you die during the tutorial boss?
See, what even is the tutorial boss?
Okay, so go back.
Is it the big motherfucker?
No. So if you go back to did you drop down the hole at the beginning that takes you to the tutorial?
Yeah, I did. That's in part 1, right?
Yeah, that's in part 1.
You mean this guy?
So did you beat the first boss of the game?
I just saw him fight him.
The guy with the big sword and shield guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I beat him.
Did you die at all?
I died once.
Okay.
This guy, right?
Yeah.
This guy.
I died. I think I died once or twice, maybe.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, so I beat this guy.
Yeah.
But then once I actually, got into the actual game, I don't know. I just struggled to play the game. I died so many times. It wasn't even funny.
That's the point, Joe.
I know.
That's the point of the game.
But so I was like, okay, am I just an idiot?
I get so pissed off though whenever I play a JRPG and I never lose a fight. I'm like, why have you designed it that baby Goo Gaga can do this?
Right.
Like I should be having to stop, rethink my team, and like plan around. But with this one,
but I think here's
the point is, like,
here's the biggest thing, right? I hate games that stress me out.
Okay, and this stresses you out.
And this stressed me the fuck out. Just because, like, I wish. I'm actually so disappointed. Like, playing this disappointed me. Not because the game is disappointing. I was disappointed at myself. At how fucking terrible I was at this game. I wish I was good at this game.
Well, that's the whole point of the game. You start off terrible, Joey.
Yeah.
Everyone starts off
But
trash.
here's the thing. I play games to relax, not to stress out.
For me, that is relaxing. Getting good at that.
Oh, it is the complete opposite for me.
So let me say have you ever played any like Soulsborne or Souls-like game before?
Yeah, so here's the other thing, right? That's fucking weird. I've beaten Bloodborne before.
You beaten Bloodborne and you had a hard time with this?
I know. So I thought like, oh, okay, it can't be that much harder, right? Apparently it is. Or either that or since Bloodborne came out to now, my gamer skills have just fucking deteriorated.
How old were you when you played Bloodborne?
When did Bloodborne come out?
God, long ago.
I don't know.
It was I played it when it came out.
Okay, because I've heard from many veterans that Bloodborne is actually a much harder game than Dark Souls.
I've heard it's an easier game.
Really?
Yeah.
Normally when a Souls veteran talks about Bloodborne, it's a much more faster paced game.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I've heard like it's easier than a lot of Souls games because with a lot of Souls games, you have to be patient with the combat, whereas with Bloodborne, it almost encourages you to just go for it.
Yeah.
A lot more than a Souls game.
That is one thing I noticed about Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Because my only experience with Souls-like games is I played a bit of Dark Souls 3.
Yeah.
Ages ago, didn't complete it. I only played like,
Yeah, I played a bit of 1 and 3, never finished it.
Yeah. I just played a bit. So I knew like the basic mechanics, which a lot of newbies might miss out on, which is like, oh, you got to roll with like, you have iframes when you roll, and then you block, and then you can like circle around the enemy and so on. So I came into this thinking, I played Dark Souls 3 before. I know the kind of the basics,
You're right.
And I fell for the fucking baits. I fell for the baits because did you fight that massive golden fucking horse, like guy on a horse, right as you go out of the main first area?
No, I saw that guy and I was like, nah. But instead what I did was I listened to the first NPC that you meet once you go out, and it's like follow the Grace's light, and I was like, oh, okay, it's going towards this gate looking thing. I'll go to the gate. I go to the gate and I was like, oh, there's like 6 or 7 dudes here. I'll take them out one by one. And then before I know it, giant golem dude just shows up, and I was just like, never mind. I'm not going anywhere near
Now you
here.
can always beat everything.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, Connor. I'm not a gamer. I get too stressed out. It breaks my heart. I wanted to enjoy this game so fucking bad, and I cannot.
Yeah.
But in saying that, I fucking love everything about this game.
Yeah.
It's just a me problem.
And Gun, you
played.
You
can do a more succinct review, I think.
So my experience with Elden Ring is I streamed it for the first time, played it for 7 hours. 5 of those hours was on one fucking enemy.
Oh, really?
I spent 5 hours on the Tree Sentinel.
Me too.
Okay.
Me too.
Did you actually?
I spent 4 hours on the Tree Sentinel.
See, I didn't even get there.
It's
a rite of passage.
I feel like it is because I was like, I could run away because I knew that everything about the game was screaming to me, run past this guy. You are not meant to fight this guy right now.
Okay.
But just something in me just kept, and this might be my downfall with Elden Ring. Something in me just kept going, I ain't a bitch. I ain't no bitch.
That's the best part of Elden Ring, in my opinion, is fighting those bosses you're not equipped to and trying to like outskill them.
Right.
Yeah. So I actually have like 2 varying opinions of Elden Ring because I think it is a fantastic game, and I have now put about 30 hours into it. So
Nice.
I've played a bit
In 1 week.
In 1 week.
God damn.
I got a bit addicted, guys. Not gonna lie. I got a bit addicted. So what happened is I did 2 streams of it, and most of the first stream was beating the first horse guy. The second stream was basically beating the first boss and getting to the area of the second major boss, because there's a lot of bosses in Elden Ring, but there are a few bosses that are like you need to get past.
Yeah,
that are
mandatory.
That are mandatory.
God slain.
Yeah. And you can see like the exact moment when I was like, oh, I'm in this. Because how long did it take you to beat the first major boss in the game, Margaret?
I would have to check the VOD. I want to say it was less than the Tree Sentinel. I think it was like 2.
Oh, it was definitely less than the Tree Sentinel for me.
2, maybe an hour and a half.
What was your strat going into it?
I don't know. My head, because you see those videos of like dudes with like level 1 characters, that beat the hardest boss in the game.
Yeah,
and you're like, everything's a skill issue.
Yeah,
It's never an armor issue. Like it's always a skill issue, and I always try to think about that when I was in it. I was like, it's not that I don't have the tools; it's that I just didn't have the skill.
Yeah, I just didn't have the skill.
I need to get better. So I would always, maybe a lot of the time I was running suboptimal. Yeah. Because like for like 80% of the game, I ran a strength build with the guts sword.
Right.
And it was just hard. And then I swapped to like the blood build and I started fucking killing bosses so fucking quick. It was ridiculous. I was like, damn, this kind of actually sucks. Because I feel like the bosses are just not fun now.
Yeah. Because I had a similar experience to that, where I fucking struggled beating obviously the Tree Sentinel and the first major boss, because I basically just like speed ran it, didn't do any exploring, and I just like speed ran the entire thing. Went to the boss.
So fun though.
Yeah, I spend most of my time exploring because I was just like, if I go into combat, I'm gonna die.
See, I kind of realized playing Elden Ring, I think I just want a boss rush game, because what happened is I beat the first boss and I had this like awakening in me, because the general strat was to basically, whenever an enemy attacks, you learn their attack patterns, then you time the dodges and you have like punish windows to get some of your own attacks in. And I'm like, I feel like I can parry this. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I can do this with parrying. And like my first like hour or 2 of like attempting this boss, even though I had like the samurai build, which was apparently not even like a parry build or whatever, I just like banged my head against the wall, and I was like, no, you don't understand. You don't understand. When I'm gonna have that fucking Naruto moment where I figure out parrying, and that's gonna be the run, and that's gonna be the fucking run. Nice. and then the exact moment,
it's like when you learn to perfect guard in Smash Bros. Right?
Yeah.
It's just like, ooh, okay, there it is.
And then after about like an hour or so, or like an hour and a half of just banging my heads against the wall, I just felt something click. And can you type up? I need to show you guys this. Can you type up my Twitch channel, because I haven't uploaded the VOD yet?
Yeah, see, that's the thing, right? It's like I feel like, with a little bit more time and dedication, I might have gotten to that point. But for me, after an hour, I just didn't get to that point.
No, the 2 hour one. One next to it.
Oh, this one?
That one. Yeah. I think it was around...
206 an hour in?
God damn.
Yeah. Most of these are on the Tree Sentinel.
So this is the guy?
No, that's Margaret.
Yeah, that's Margaret.
See, I didn't even get this far.
So this is like a couple hours. This is like 6-7 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I had this moment where I think it's around here, right? Where you just kind of enter the flow state, and I remember the feeling. Here we go. I parry him once, and I'm just like, and you get the crit down, and you are on a high.
The sparkle in his eye.
Yeah. You're on a high. Wait. He keeps. It was literally that Naruto moment where I do it again. I do it again, and then I do it again.
Oh my god!
Oh, he's so locked in, dude.
And then the fucking rush that gave me was like.
It's like cocaine.
Unbelievable.
You were also like dodging into him, which is like a hard thing to learn.
Yeah.
You will always dodge away. And It takes a long time to teach yourself dodge into stuff.
Yeah, you're definitely more gamer than I am.
That was fucking gamer, bro.
Yeah, that was gamer as shit.
Did you do that intentionally?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because okay, you don't understand. I had been trying this
for a while.
Yeah, this was like 43 minutes into the stream, and this is like the second stream. So I was just banging my head against the wall, going like, "No, chat, you don't understand. I can do it. I can parry him.
Yeah.
I can parry." And this was the run where I managed to beat him as well.
Nice.
So, like that like awoke something in me. I've gone for a parry build now, which is like. The fucking
that's like the hardest way to
that
play
is the hardest way. I'm saying it right now. It is by far the build has gotten me like the most deaths ever.
I just want the guts build.
You want the guts build?
Every time I got an option, I was like, all right, strength.
Yeah. But here's something that I found like I wouldn't say like a problem, but I definitely made some parts of it like less fun. So I got to the second boss, right? I stopped the stream because I was like, okay, we'll do the next boss on the next run. But like I was like addicted to the game, so I was like, I'll do a bit of
exploring.
I'll do a bit of exploring off stream, and I ended up doing a lot of exploring off stream. And so what happened is after doing all this exploring off stream, I think I just ended up being over fucking leveled for the second boss. And
yeah, it can happen.
Yeah. So this was me not
you
trying. You
unintentionally grinded.
Yeah, I unintentionally grinded by just exploring the world and unintentionally like just leveling up. And then I was like, fuck it, I'll just try doing the second boss anyway. And I did it on the first try. And it just didn't give me that same satisfaction as that moment gave me. Because by exploring, I had unintentionally made the game easier for myself. Right? And the exploring was fun, but not as fun as that for me. And then that's when I realized I think instead of like the exploring, like the thing I liked about the bosses or the boss rush games is that there's mostly just like one difficulty. You don't have an opportunity to make the game easier for yourself. It's just this is the difficulty level and you have to find a way to beat that difficulty level, right? And with Elden Ring, it's great because there's so many different builds, so many different ways to make the game easier. There's different spells, different abilities. And then at that point, you are essentially imposing difficulty on yourself. You're like, okay, this time I'm not going to do a summon run. Okay, I'm going to do a strength build for this. Okay,
you put it on yourself. That's
so you put it on yourself. And that for me, that aspect of Elden Ring is actually less appealing to me because I would rather like, you know, thinking about it, I'd probably enjoy Sekiro more, I think, now that I think about it.
Yeah, it's literally a game about parrying.
Yeah. So one is literally a game about parrying. Two,
that's weeb shit.
I've heard there's like less broken builds in like Sekiro than there is.
I think so. I've done the first 2 hours of Sekiro like 5 times.
Right.
And just haven't, I need to just finish it. All right.
Yeah.